Hello friends, you click run on your program, and then nothing. The cursor just spins. The screen freezes. You wait 5 seconds, 10 seconds, a minute, and your program is still going. Sound familiar? What you have most likely walked into is an infinite loop. It is one of the most common bugs new programmers hit, and it can be genuinely confusing because your code looks right at first glance. But once you understand exactly how infinite loops happen and why, they become easy to spot and fix. In this video, we are going to break it all down: the causes, the risks, and the right way to handle them. Let's start with the foundation: how a loop actually works. Alright, before we talk about infinite loops, let's make sure the normal loop behavior is crystal clear. Every loop has 3 moving parts. First, it checks a condition, something like, is count less than 5? If that condition is true, the loop body runs. After the body finishes, the loop updates something, usually a variable, and then goes back to check the condition again. This cycle repeats until the condition becomes false, and that is when the loop exits cleanly. A simple example: start count at 0, run while count is less than 5, and increment count by 1 inside the body. After 5 trips through, count reaches 5, the condition fails, and the loop stops. Every part has a role: the condition, the body, and the update. Remove any one of them, and things can go wrong fast. Next, let's see exactly what happens when a loop never gets the chance to exit. Now look at this. Here is one of the simplest, infinite loops you can write. We set count to 0 and then enter a while loop that runs as long as count is less than 5. Inside the loop, we print count using cout. But then the closing brace arrives, and we go straight back to the condition check, without ever changing count. Count is still 0. The condition is still true, so the loop runs again and again and again. The program never moves forward, because the exit condition is never met. This is the core definition of an infinite loop, a loop whose condition never becomes false. The computer is not confused. It is doing exactly what it was told. The problem is the instruction itself is missing something critical. Let's look at the 3 most common reasons this happens in real code. Here's the interesting part. Infinite loops almost always come from one of 3 mistakes. The first is a missing update. You write the condition and the body, but you forget to change the variable the condition depends on. That is exactly what we saw on the last slide with count. The second cause is an always true condition. Something like writing, quote, while 1 is equal to 1 foot, that can never flip to false, so the loop never exits. The third is accidental reassignment. Imagine you mean to increment count, but inside the loop you accidentally write count equals 0 instead. Every iteration resets count back to 0, so the condition stays true indefinitely. These 3 traps are easy to miss in a long file, which is why debugging them takes a careful eye. Now here is something important. Not every infinite loop is actually a bug. Let me show you something that surprises a lot of beginners. Infinite loops are not always bugs. Programmers write them on purpose all the time. A web server, for example, needs to keep listening for incoming requests around the clock. A game engine needs to keep redrawing the screen every frame. An event listener needs to stay alive, waiting for input. In all of these cases, a while true loop is exactly the right tool. On the left here, the accidental version resets count to 0 on every iteration. That is a bug. On the right, the server loop runs on while true and calls listen for request each cycle. That is deliberate design. The difference is not the loop syntax. It is whether the infinite behavior matches what the program is supposed to do. Knowing that distinction is what separates a debugging headache from a well-architected system. Let's wrap everything up. Alright, let's bring it all together. An infinite loop happens when a loop's exit condition is never met, and we trace that back to 3 main causes: a missing update to the loop variable, a condition that is always true, and accidental reassignment that resets progress inside the body. To spot and fix one, run through 3 quick checks. First, will your condition ever become false? Second, does something inside the loop actually change the variable that condition depends on? Third, is running forever the intended behavior, like in a server or game loop, or is it a bug? Keep those 3 questions in your debugging toolkit, and you will catch infinite loops before they freeze your program. Thanks for watching, and we will see you in the next one.